Yesterday, I got a call from a guy who wants to sell me the Batmobile. So Corey and I are on our way to go check it out. Oh, man, this thing looks sick.
I called the guys from the pawn shop down to come take a look at the Batmobile that I've got for sale. I'm hoping to get at least $20,000 for it. I think the lowest I'll go is $15,000. I mean, it's the Batmobile.
So, do you know anything about it?
It's a replica of the one that was in the movie with Michael Keaton. A friend of mine got it on the internet, and he asked me to fix it up for him. I said, I don't know what you expect me to do with it, but let me take a look at it. So he brings it over to me, and I said, well, I can make it run. So it runs. Then he didn't have any money to pay me for it, so I decided to, say, well, hey, just give me the car.
Batman is one of the few superheroes with no special powers. He just uses his wits and his gadgets, and his coolest gadget by far is the Batmobile.
So what kind of chassis does this have?
Well, it's a...
Rick,
It's a...
wear your sunglasses.
Those aren't my sunglasses.
Are you sure?
Chum always finds new ways to surprise me, but I can't be too upset with him. It is the Batmobile, after all.
Whatever, he's already here. Chum, go stand over there.
Yeah, I'll just stand over here.
So can we see the inside of it?
Yeah.
So do any of these switches or gauges or buttons work? Do they have any function at all?
Well, a couple of the gauges work, but most of the switches are...
Just dummy switches? This is an amazing replica. Someone obviously spent a lot of time getting all the details right. But because it's not the original Batmobile, I have no idea what it's worth. Can I look at the engine?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
It's got a 327 in it, a single carb, because you can't fit too much underneath there.
I thought the Batmobile had a rocket engine.
This thing is really cool, but I got a few concerns with it. I don't even know what kind of car it was built out of, so I really need someone to come down and take a look. But I'm already thinking, how cool would it be to drive this up and down the Vegas Strip? Let me call my buddy. He deals in a lot of exotic cars and stuff like that. Maybe there's something we can do with this, okay?
All right.
Hey, Danny, what's up?
I own Counts Customs here in Las Vegas, where we build wicked hot rods and way cool choppers. Kind of looks like a Batmobile to me.
Can't slide one past you.
I don't know. I mean, I know you deal in a lot of weird cars, so I
Sure.
figured you could help me out here.
Sure, absolutely. Well, cars like this always will carry a value because they're so recognizable. You've got so many famous movie cars and TV cars. The General Lee, Dukes of Hazzard, you get KITT from Knight Rider. Now, the original Batmobile, that was a '57 Lincoln Futura. But this was a total concept from scratch. This car was an original design from the get-go, and it's a really wicked body style, extremely cool-looking car. This one is a replica, right?
Right.
Do you know anything about, what the chassis is, anything like that?
No, I don't know where the chassis came from.
Okay.
How's it looking down there?
Well, it looks like what we've got here is probably a early 80s.
GM chassis, something like maybe on a Caprice or a big Buick or something like that. That's what the frame and chassis looks like. What do we got under the hood? Can we take a look at that? All right. We got a small block Chevy 327. Looks like you got a turbo 350 trans behind it, automatic trans. Can we fire this thing up? I want to hear what it sounds like.
we can start it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, listen to her purr.
Sounds all right.
Somebody put endless amount of hours into making this. This car was all handmade. It was a labor of love. They put so much effort into getting it this far. Guys, this is a really tough one here, to be honest with you, man. This is a hard call. To get it to a level where it's show-worthy, you're gonna be weeks, frankly, in body work. To flip this over, you're gonna find somebody that really just wants it for themselves. This is a catch-22 as far as I'm concerned. There's a ton of work to be done to it, but where are you gonna find another one? That's the other side of it, you know what I'm saying?
I mean...
You're not gonna find one of these for sale, so it's...
Danny's got a lot of valid points. It's not the original Batmobile. There's a lot of work to be done. It'd be really difficult to sell him this kind of shape. There's just nothing I can do with it. I'm sorry for taking up your time.
Why?
Nothing
Let's test drive it first. We don't know that.
Chum,
we
it's
test drive
not
it?
for me.
Yeah, you can test drive it, sure.
You gotta love Chum. There's no way I'm gonna make a deal on this thing, but who wouldn't want to see the Batmobile run? Do you want to let him take it for a test drive? It's up to you.
Sure. Let's do this. To the Batcave. This is the best day of my life.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
I'd like to sell this bad boy.
What is this?
That's an authentic Indiana Jones whip. I've been collecting whips for a long time, so I know this thing came off the set, and that's what makes it really valuable. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get me some money today.
So what do you know about it?
Well, I got it online, and I know that the gentleman that sold it to me is a stuntman. I actually verified that by checking his credentials.
Who's to say we don't have a stuntman who decided to parlay that into a second career selling bogus whips?
Well, you know, I already did the research on that.
Okay.
I can verify with, you know, with really good reason. You know, this came from the set. The guy that owned this before me was a stuntman in the movie. How do I know that? I rolled the credits, I saw his name.
Do you know what scenes he had this particular one in? Or?
Yeah, he was actually one of the stuntmen that was cracking the whip. It's not just an extra whip that was sitting on the set. This was used in the actual movie.
You got any paperwork or documentation with it? Or?
Well, I just have the receipt of what I bought it for.
Okay. How much are you looking to get out of it?
You know, I'd like to get somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000.
I mean, that's pretty expensive, man. That's like the price of my truck.
This is a collector's item.
Yeah. Most movie memorabilia isn't really worth all that much because it's hard to prove that the stuff's real or fake. It's all hearsay. I mean, he took a stuntman's word for it. I need paperwork. I'm gonna have to call in a buddy of mine. He was in the movie prop business for 25 years. He'll be able to tell us exactly what it is and exactly what it's worth. So, I mean, it could be worth more than 10, 15 grand. We'll see.
That'd be great. I'd like to do some business.
Yep. This guy thinks it was used in the movie, and that's fine, but I'm not making any offers till I know for sure.
I'm with Western Stage Props here in Las Vegas, and we've been in the props business for over 25 years. We supply all the whips for the movies, Zorro, Catwoman.
Well, I'll tell you what you got here, Colt. You got a really good whip.
This is one of the best whips in the world. It's made by Russell Schultz. He's a prized possession to have, whether it was used in the movie or not. It's made out of kangaroo. It's 8 feet long. It's got plaited bellies inside, which means the inside, it's a high quality whip. The inside's also braided. Most of the bull whips in the world had longer handles. So if the Indiana Jones movie, they didn't want him walking around with a whip with the handle dragging down on the ground. So they went to a fella here in America named David Morgan, who was a very talented whip maker, and they asked him to make a shorter, cuter, kind of a cowboy-style handle. And that's been known as the Indiana Jones model ever since. They use this exact whip. All right, whether it was used in the movie or not, we're going to work on that in a minute.
So how much is something like this worth?
Well, out of our shop, off the shelf, an 8-foot whip like this is somewhere around $650, $700. If a stuntman had it on the movie set and you had a letter from him, some kind of documentation proving that he used it on the set, it could be worth a couple of $1,000s. If it was actually in Indiana Jones's hand in the movie, sky's the limit. It could be worth $30,000, $40,000.
Wow.
When he said $40,000, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
So do you think this is actually the whip that was used in the movie?
Well, it's possible it was on the set, but it was not in the movie in Indiana Jones's hands because they used a longer handle, darker whip for all the movie stunts in the movie. This might very well have been a backup whip for one of the stuntmen, but it was not, I don't think it was on film in the movie.
I'm disappointed. No, I'm pissed. I really am. I'm really disappointed.
What happens is that the stuntmen, they buy whips and they bring them onto the movie set. And they can claim then that they had them on the movie set and they've increased the value of the whip considerably, say.
All right, well, I don't care who touched it. If Harrison Ford didn't touch it, it ain't worth nothing to me. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to buy it off you.
Yeah, thanks for the time.
Thank you. I can tell the guy was disappointed. I mean, I'd be disappointed too. I mean, the guy pretty much lost 30, 40 grand in a matter of seconds.
If you guys like to come down to the shop, we can have some fun. We can crack some other whips there and we'll take a cigarette out of your mouth with it.
After we found out the whip was fake, I didn't want to buy it, but I definitely wanted to see the thing in action. Even though I didn't end up buying the whip, there was no way I was going to pass up an opportunity to see the thing in action.
All right, here's what's going to happen. This whip's going to travel over 750 miles per hour, exceed the sound barrier, put out a sonic boom, and cut this thing off just inches from your nose. Staying real still.
Whoa! Yeah.
I think that's enough.
Give him a hand. All right, that takes a lot of courage. All right. Chum did a great job, and I'm glad he stepped up and did it, you know, and it's not easy to get people to do that, but he just took it like a man.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, all right, how you doing?
All right. What can I help you with?
Well, I got this unique jacket. It was a gift given to all the cast of Pulp Fiction.
That's really cool.
The Jackrabbit Slims.
That's the trophy for the twist contest, right?
Yeah. I have a little part in that scene. I'm the James Dean waiter, so I sort of walk by and do my little, you know. It was great to be in the movie. I mean, I got to watch John Travolta dance with Uma, but I don't really have an attachment to the jacket. I'd rather have the money.
This particular scene with Jackrabbit Slims, it's like one of those iconic moments in film history when John Travolta and Uma Thurman were dancing. Yeah. Well, John Travolta was doing this, and I think Uma Thurman was doing like this or something like that. I can't dance, but that's why they did it.
Yeah. It was pretty entertaining, just being there.
So, did you actually speak?
No, but John Travolta made my part better, because if you watch the film, as soon as I pass by, I do my thing, and then John actually turns around and notices me.
Now that's great. How much you want for it?
$1,500.
No, I mean, how much did you really want for it?
No. It's unique.
Everyone on the film got a jacket?
Yeah, all the cast, we all got this jacket. Same jacket John Travolta has.
Yeah, but it's not John Travolta's jacket. I'm thinking like $500.
You go 600? I mean, look at this. I guarantee you somebody's gonna want this thing.
You know what? I'll give you $600 for it.
Oh, all right.
Okay. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's one of the coolest movies ever made.
right.
So I'll meet you right over there, and I'll write you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a great movie. If I wasn't in it, it would definitely be in my top 10. But if I release the jacket, I forever will have Pulp Fiction in my heart.
Earlier today, I got a call from a guy looking to sell a 1980s DeLorean. These cars are awesome, but seeing as how this car is close to 30 years old, I'll bring in our shop's mechanic, Johnny, with me to come check it out. This thing's pretty sweet, man.
Looks pretty good from the outside.
So where's the flux capacitor go in this?
This one doesn't have one on it, unfortunately.
I guess we're stuck then, aren't we?
This is supposed to be the future.
Right. So I decided to call the guys from the pawn shop to see if they'd be interested in buying my '81 DeLorean. This car was made famous by the Back to the Future movies. John DeLorean wanted it to be the new sports car, the car of the future. The reason why I want to sell this car is it's not a real practical car. I have 3 kids, and I can't put the whole family in the car and go drive to get something to eat.
So what can you tell me about it, man?
It was my father's car. He passed it on down to me. It's 1981 DeLorean, you know, stainless steel body. They're 2-seater cars. This one's an automatic.
John DeLorean designed a whole lot of cars for GM and then went out on his own, and this was the first and only car he ever manufactured.
John DeLorean was known for creating cars such as the Pontiac GTO and the Firebird. But his car put him on a whole new level. But after it was featured in Back to the Future, it became legendary. Isn't this the car that he got caught selling cocaine to the FBI to fund or something?
He got wrapped up in that stuff, and he was looking to get funding to help manufacture his cars.
The cocaine market's not a real good place to start by funding your business. Well, you mind if we open it up and take a better look at it?
Not a problem. Let's go.
All right. And I never get tired of seeing these doors open.
Yeah.
That is kind of neat, isn't it?
It's very cool. I like it.
Can we check out the engine real quick?
Sure, no problem.
DeLoreans use what's called a mid-engine, which is pretty much designed for weight distribution and also makes them handle really well. That's why you also see them in Ferraris and Lamborghinis. I mean, DeLorean really knew what he was doing.
It's a Volvo, Renault, Peugeot. It's a all-aluminum V6.
I mean, I wasn't even alive back in 1981, and I mean, this car still looks, you know, cool to today's standards.
It's still a head-turner. 30 years later, you can look at this car still and go, wow, when it drives by you.
Are you looking to pawn this thing or sell it?
I'd like to sell it.
Well, before I can make an offer, let me have my guy take it for a test drive real quick.
No problem.
All right.
1955, here we come.
There you go.
All right. If everything checks out, I'd love nothing more than to drive the car back to the shop. I might even go 88 miles an hour and see what happens. But as much as I want it, I have to get it for a price that makes sense. So hopefully this guy doesn't want something out of this world for it.
Quick, Corey, get in. There's a problem with your grandfather back in 1955.
Man, you go back and save him. I got to do. So how's it run?
It runs. A little shifting problem with the tranny, maybe. You can smell it runs hot. You can tell it's 30 years old.
How much are you trying to get out of it, man?
Well, they've been documented to go through the Barrett-Jackson auction at right around 40,000, so.
Shoot me a number of what you'd like to get for it.
I'd go 30,000 for it.
You gotta remember my situation. If I do buy it, I gotta buy it to make a profit on it. I could go probably around 12.
At that price, there'd be no way. I mean, I could maybe go down to 28. It'd be about all I consider.
No, there's no way in today's market it's gonna go for that much. Houses are worth a third of what they used to be. Figure cars are worth about the same.
Right.
I'll go up 15, and that's gonna be the most I can do on it. That's gonna be the final offer there.
No, I'll probably stay stuck at the most. The lowest would probably be 28, and I'll probably keep it for that then.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you.
There's no way I could let this go for $15,000. I know the car's worth more money.
Earlier, a guy brought in a whole Prius load of Star Trek memorabilia. So I asked my buddy Johnny to come down and tell me if it's worth anything.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
I own Toy Shack. We specialize in Hot Wheels and vintage toys. This is freaking awesome. Got a lot of stuff here. Looks like everything's signed. Star Trek was one of the first big sci-fi TV series, but later went into a movie series and has a huge, huge following. The conventions are big. I mean, I've actually went to one and had breakfast with the Klingons one time. They speak their own language.
Really?
Yeah, I take it real serious, man.
I also have some Migos from the 1970s that are signed as well.
Oh, cool. I'd really like to see those.
All right, yeah, let's check it out, man.
Cool.
This one's Leonard Nimoy, played Spock. William Shatner, played Captain Kirk.
A lot of people collect the Mego action figures, and this is the early stuff. You know, this is the stuff everybody wants.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's even a Mego museum. You know, I mean, I know the stuff's hot.
And these are in really, really nice condition.
So, Johnny, what do you think these are worth, man?
It definitely will help you move the pieces, being that a lot of the pieces are signed. I would put a price in this collection between $8,000 to $9,000 for everything here.
I don't know, man. I mean, I spent a lot of time getting the autographs and everything's mint condition.
If I were to piece this collection out and have it in my store, that's what I would get for this collection.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming down, man.
Cool, man.
See you later, dork. So you still want 14,000?
I don't know, man.
I'm saying 4,000.
I can't do that. And I got a wedding to pay for.
It's not my issue, man. You can get married for 99 cents in the Prius right down the street. You got a lot of stuff here. I think I'm gonna have to sell it individually. It's gonna take me a long time to do it.
What about 7.5?
I'll go $6,000, man, and I'm not going anymore.
Can you do 6,000 with some store credit?
Nope. 6,000 is what you get, man.
I got a buddy of mine that was gonna offer me the same amount. He's gonna be upset if I sell it for 6,000.
Tell you what, I'll give you $6,100. Now you made more than your buddy was gonna give you.
6,100.
6,100. You know you want it. Shake my hand and get the deal done. Come on. You're selling your toys. It's time to grow up. All right.
Oh, that hurt.
John, write them up.
Hell yeah, let's go do some paperwork.
All right, man. Yeah, my youth was just sold off for $6,100 and no store credit, but I got a wedding to pay for it.